Now we are going to study about the most important resource, natural resource available on the earth, that is soil. We will see the different layers of soil, how useful the soil is, and many more things. The soil is the thin layer of material covering the earth's surface and is formed from the weathering of rocks. Please remember to form a thin layer, 1 centimeter thin layer of soil. It takes thousands of years for the rocks to turn into soil. It is made up of mineral particles, organic materials, air, water, and living organisms, and all of them interact slowly but constantly with each other. Now let's see how soil is very important to all the living things on this earth. So it is the upper layer of the earth that consists of a mixture of organic remains, clay, and rock particles. It provides heat, nutrients, and water for the plants to grow. These plants then provide valuable habitats and sources of food for animals, bacteria, and other things. Thus, soil is important for the continuation of life on the earth. So you can see in this slide also that it is actually a medium for plant growth. It is a system for water supply and purification. It is recycling system for nutrients and organic waste. It's habitat for soil organisms, and it's a kind of engineering medium also. Now let's see actually how soil formation takes place. So all these big boulders of rocks lie open on the earth's surface. So basically they are on and off exposed to sun's heat, while during night it is cold. So due to this constant rise in temperature or fall in temperature, rocks are expanding and contracting. So due to constant expansion and contraction, cracks start developing on the rocks, and through a lot of processes and years, soil will be formed. And these physical forces, that is wind, sun, and water, play an important role in weathering of rocks. While the different factors which are responsible for speeding up the weathering are like the remains of dead plants and animals get deposited in those cracks, while plant roots speed up weathering of rocks. And slowly as weathering happens and the amount of soil increases, it becomes deep enough that the big trees start growing into it. The soil profile, it refers to different layers of soil. So most of the soils, they have 3 of the major layers: organic layer, topsoil, subsoil, and parent material. Some soils may have a very thin or no organic layer at all, and another layer called bedrock is present beneath all the other layers. So basically these are the basic layers of any soil, and we'll study each one of them now in detail. The first layer that we are going to study is the humus, or it is also called as organic layer. So it is made up of mostly of decomposed leaves, that is leaf litter, and humus, that is decomposed organic matter. So all the leaves which fall down, you must have observed that they get decomposed in the soil. So that actually forms the organic layer or humus, and it is usually very thin and quite dark in color, and it is fertile soil basically. The next layer is the topsoil. So the layer below the organic layer or humus is the topsoil. It is an uppermost layer of soil and is a mixture of different soil particles. It also contains microorganisms, water, and air. It is rich in humus and relatively poor in minerals. It is very dark in color and is the most suitable for plant growth. So you will see that most of the time the topsoil is used to grow plants. Now the next layer, which is just below the topsoil, is the subsoil. It is made up of small pieces of rocks and water. It is rich in minerals and poor in humus. It is lighter in color than the rest of the layers. Below the subsoil is the parent material, which is also called as regolith. It is made up of weathered or decomposed rock fragments. Here very little organic matter is found, so it has almost no plant or animal life. And the bottom layer is the bedrock. It is solid, unweathered rock. It is mainly made of large pieces of rock and lies deep inside the earth. Though it is considered as a part of the soil profile, it is important to understand that this layer is not soil as it does not support plant or animal life.